Check and Harper Murray here. Questions?
Harper's Michigan week. Chrysler Center is sold out. I mean, did you spend a lot of time going to Chrysler Center growing up, or?
Yeah, all the time. My sister mainly played in Cliff Keene, and the basketball team was in Chrysler, but a few of their big games that they played in Chrysler, I was always there. So I'm really excited to go back there, and I get to see a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends go to school there, and a lot of my family's from there, so I'm really excited to go home and just spend some time with them and be home. We're actually going to go to dinner at my house Saturday night, so I'm really excited to bring everyone back.
Besides volleyball, did you go there for basketball games, just other events being in the community?
Yeah, we have season tickets to basically all the sports there. So me and my mom were at basketball games a lot, and my brother played basketball in college, so that was always something me and him did together. We went to those games. So Chrysler is a great place, and I love all the facilities that they have there. It's super homey for me, and it's fun to go around there and just see everything. And I hope my teammates can get a little taste of what I grew up with, and it's just really exciting.
So what's the significance of it selling out for a volleyball match? You've been around a lot. What's the significance of that?
I think it's a testament to the fan base that Nebraska has. I know we say this all the time, but our fans travel really well. Like, we saw what happened for football in Maryland this past weekend. So we all know that the fans travel well and that we have a lot of fans around the country. So I think it's exciting for Michigan, too, to have that many people at their match against us. And, I mean, I hope for their program that it continues to grow. And I have a lot of connections back to that program with a lot of my friends there, so I'm excited to see them again. And it's always fun playing in front of a big crowd, so I'm just grateful that we can bring our fans to Ann Arbor.
I didn't want to interrupt. Arbor, though, obviously coming off of the Big Ten Player of the Week, I know the accolades are just you focus on the team, obviously, but what does that mean you get the award?
Yeah, it feels great. I feel like the Big Ten does a great job of recognizing people all across the conference, and I'm grateful that they saw that in me the past week. So I don't know, that Tate McRae concert must have fired something up in me for sure. But I'm just grateful, and I'm really glad that they recognized that. But I feel like we've all been putting in the work, so I feel like eventually it's all going to show through for everyone, and I hope everyone can get honored the same way.
Allie, how have you kind of embraced this new role of being able to come off the bench, and you provided a big spark in the last match?
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely not necessarily easy, but I think in practice that's when it starts, is like regardless of what my role may look like at practice, like embracing that and doing that to the best of my abilities, and I think that transfers over into the matches, and it's not necessarily like harder to do it in matches if that's what I'm doing every day in practice. But yeah.
What have you learned about, like, from doing that? Because you're obviously used to, like, playing a lot, but how have you kind of adjusted to that change?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I talked to Jordan Larson about this the other day, but you have a lot more respect for people that come off the bench and play well because it's not an easy role to have at all. But I would say just like it makes you a more mature player. You have a lot more maturity for like when you do get your opportunities, like really embracing them and going out there and like playing with no regrets. And I feel like that's something that I've really tried to focus on is regardless of when I go in, it's like, am I going to walk out whether I play well or whether I don't, like being regretful? And I think like I haven't been recently, so that's something I'm really proud of. But yeah.
How much time do you have? I mean, is it like, Allie, you're in now, or Allie, we'll give you a few points? What is it?
It's more like, Allie, go. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm on the sideline warming up my shoulder. But yeah, it's a little bit of quick notice sometimes. Sometimes I know a little bit further in advance. But yeah, you got to always be ready. So, yeah.
What have you seen from her in that role?
Girls. When Allie came on her visit here, I was assigned to hang out with her, and we went to dinner, and I got to know her really well. And I believe I was the first person she called when she committed here. So I feel like we've built that relationship the past few months, and I'm really proud of her. And I know that she wants to continue to play volleyball after college, and she's gonna get those opportunities. But it's just really cool seeing not only Allie, but a lot of the other girls that aren't necessarily starters come off the bench and perform for us. And I know we like to call them game changers, and I feel like that's exactly what they're all doing. And like Allie said, it gives you a different perspective